What up, what up? This your boy G with another episode of Cut Different. And I got a special guest in here. I wasn't going to say nothing, but I guess I'll go ahead and tell him you here.
Hey, appreciate it.
I didn't say your name yet. You can't talk until I say your
anything.
name.
I just said appreciate it.
I got DJ, a.k.a. Still Your Girl, is in here.
Thank you.
That was a good introduction.
Yes. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
I was going to say some more smooth stuff.
Oh, man, keep going.
A.k.a. I ride bicycles to work.
Right.
What's up, Jay?
Not much, man. How you been, G?
I'm good, man. Just out here trying to fight this corona. Fight it.
With your hands tied behind your back?
No, I'm trying to shoot at it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to break out that windmill like the girls used to do in school.
What you doing? You shooting at it or you fighting it?
Oh, I did say shooting first, didn't I?
What you doing?
I need to do pick one.
Yeah.
But you can windmill it and then shoot it.
Right.
That's what the youngins do now. They don't want to just fight.
But if you windmill it, you're going to run out of breath and it attacks your lungs, you know.
Yeah. Right now, these sinuses attacking my lungs. So excuse me if I sound a little crazy, but Happy New Year, everybody. Right. It's going to be a crazy year again. What we got? The Capitol stuff happened was that last week? Was it a week ago? Yeah, that was crazy. How you felt about that Capitol?
I'm just happy no black people was involved for real.
It was one dude I seen a picture.
And looked bad.
What he was standing there for?
I don't know. He nigga look like a mole out there.
He looked like he was really looking for his stimulus check though.
For real.
I seen
and I hope he was asking questions.
Yeah, he just followed people in there. He wasn't dressed like a black redneck.
But that'd be black people though. Black people just be like, shit, where the problems at for real?
He just came up in there. He followed the crowd. He didn't know what was going on.
I'm just happy he wasn't like one of the niggas he only got shot. Like the only black person there, he was the only person that got shot.
Nah, they did shoot one person, right? The chick that ran up in there.
Yeah.
Them Secret Service agents, man, they you don't play with them, dude.
Yeah.
I bet he shot that lady and got right back in position.
And like nothing happened.
Yeah, like he just went back to protecting whoever he was protecting. Like it wasn't nothing.
But if you stay your ass at home.
Yeah. And you seen the after interviews? When they was walking up to the camera and the people was like, the lady said, "My name is Sarah such and such." You know, she told her whole name, what city she was from, where she worked at. And I stepped 1 foot in and they maced me. Like, why would you do that? Like she thought it was legal for them to run up in there like that.
White women are some of the most brave women.
What they calling them now? Karens?
Yeah.
I don't even get that, but I guess. Was the first white lady that did that name Karen or something?
I think they just wanted to use a white name.
I know mostly. I don't know no white girl named Karen.
I know 2 black women named Karen.
I know a sister Karen that makes some bomb pound cakes. If you ever in Jacksonville, Florida, holla at Sister Karen. Them pound cakes.
She out there like that?
Yeah, you licking your fingers.
I'm have to run down on Sister Karen.
Yeah, she old now, and she married. You can't have her. As soon as her husband leave, I'm gonna get her.
Right.
But anyway, people.
You next one up.
But so we got that. We got the Capitol stuff happen. We got the Busted Challenge.
James Harden.
James Harden. How you? Come on, man.
James Harden was doing better. I think he was doing better by himself, but
I don't think so. Houston was going nowhere.
He kept getting them there though, right there where they're supposed to be at.
Did he? Or was it the team? Because he had a good team a few times.
Yeah, he ran a lot of people off.
Yeah.
I don't think Westbrook was ever supposed to be in Houston.
I thought that was a stupid move. He should have went to Miami.
But I don't think he would have got along with Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy is Jimmy, though. Jimmy all about winning.
Yeah.
He a little arrogant, but he all about winning. I think he would have made it work. That was a better fit to me.
He worked his ass off in that bubble.
Yeah, he gave out of gas in that last game. Like he didn't have nothing left.
That man was just done.
I think he just lost hope too. That confidence played a big factor in that too.
Yeah, but I don't know what, like, going back to James Harden, I don't know what he gonna do in the next organization to make any difference besides what KD and Kyrie already bringing to the table.
If Kyrie come to the table, he been absent. His chair is missing from the table right now. Kyrie act like he really don't want to play ball no more. Like he want to be an activist.
That's good. I mean, you're hardened to something else, especially where we need you at.
Yeah.
You know,
When you say we, who?
us as people.
Us as people, like everybody.
You're
talking about
black people.
Negroes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think black people need an effective leader at this point.
He ain't did nothing but be rebellious.
I'm not saying that Kyrie's our leader. I'm just saying us as black people need an effective leader.
Yeah.
You know.
But a lot of people feel like we way past leadership.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But who's to say why not to try, you know? Why not go for the, you know, to lead your people into a better position, or, you know, to better voting, or better streets, better schools, you know.
Better voting?
Yeah. Like, I feel like if we had our own party, instead of us bunching our votes in with everybody or the majority of people, we just had our own vote, so we could, because we have to focus on ourselves. So if we had our own party and our own vote for black people to all come together, hey, we want this or we want that, you know, not for everybody to get bunched up into it.
Puffy doing the same thing though. Did you get aboard with that? Puffy's trying
to
I
signed up for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I signed up for it, but I haven't got no emails. Nothing.
I think it takes some time. He was saying that it might take some time.
Before they do updates and stuff, let us know what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
All I seen was them asking for a little bit of change on the website. And not that I have a problem, you know, donating to a cause, but
I need to know what the cause is.
I mean, Puffy a billionaire. Do you really need our money right now? Without giving us a plan first? I mean, he gave us a plan on the website. I think I read it off of one of these episodes.
Uh-huh.
I read, it was some good stuff. It was a couple things I had some questions about. But
and that's what I'm saying. Like, who are you going to ask these questions to?
I'm guessing they're on the contact us, but they got all that set up on there. Yeah. And I seen the people involved. Like, he got some real, like, active people that's been involved with politics for a long time.
And that's good, because that'll be able to sift through the BS of, like, oh, yeah, we want... You know how you'll be putting a vote up to discussion with a group, and somebody might say something stupid.
Yeah.
And, like, really take away from what the problem is.
Which is what typically happens when you try to get black people together.
So if you have better leaders in office, they could sift through the BS and, like, nah, we don't need more Chuck E. Cheeses. Like,
but you got to think about, so the Republican Party and the Democratic Party are both over 100 years old.
Right.
And established they're intricate. They're a very important part of voting.
Right.
You know, those parties are pretty much the monarchies of voting, right?
And that's good to have, but at the same time, like you said, they've been established for years. Like, we need some fresh minds, fresh blood in there to be like, no, we don't want that.
So should we get our own party, or should we hijack one of the ones that's already...
We should get our own. Because if it's already established, then whatever we try to come in there and do is going to fall off, or they're going to not even pay attention to it.
Well, it all go back to those two pieces of paper. To me, you know, those two original pieces of paper for the fiber of this country's law and judicial system and all that stuff combined. That Bill of Rights and that Constitution. If you can't scrap that and say let's start over,
that'll never be scrapped.
I know, but it's crazy that we still living off of something that was written with racism and hate. You know what I mean? And control.
Yeah, but that'll show you the country that we live in.
Yeah.
Like, it just now took people to take down those statues and monuments of people that hated black people.
Yeah. You ain't got no statues of pedophiles.
Right, and then on top of that, like, how long it took them to take down the Confederate flag. Like, it took them within this decade. Like, it's been bad way longer.
Yeah. That was like one of Georgia's flags, right?
Right.
For a long time.
Yeah, they took it out of Walmart. Took it out. Like, these are things that slap black people in the face every day. Like, you see white people driving around with these trucks with these Confederate flags or these Trump flags. Like, that's a spit in our face. Like,
yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, that's the purpose of it. Because honestly, the Confederate flag, the Buffalo Soldiers took that. That's our flag.
right.
If you want to be historically, correct about things, that's our flag. We won that. If anybody should be wearing it, it should have been us. But it became a flag for racism for like
Right.
Organizations like the Klan and what you call them boys that they got out, the Po Boys or Pride Boys or something like that.
Good old boys or something like that.
Yeah, that's all they all are. Good old boys.
Good old boys. Nah, I'm happy them people at the Capitol building did get caught up in that. All them officers and suspended or fired, and especially the people that was off duty. You supposed to be able to, off and on duty, you supposed to be able to protect people. And at that point, you kind of showed your ass, like you just didn't care about your job or.
You seen them?
Yeah.
In that one clip, you seen them open the gate and walk away. And that was weird to me. Like, how you gonna just walk away?
If anything, that was an act of terrorism.
On their part too,
Yeah,
right?
that was
Like,
an
you let that. This is supposed to be your job to protect these people in here working, and that's when I lost respect for Trump for inciting that whole thing.
And think about it. Think about if it was a terrorist group in the crowd and they opened the building up for people to run in there and bombs start to go off. Then what? Then it wouldn't have been a joke or however people made it. People died from that. Like, that's the craziest thing ever. He should have been out of there.
Yeah. I heard they impeached him, but I mean, you only got a few more days.
Right. Like, what is it? It's a like little stain. You should have been out of there.
Yeah, that right there, they should have got him out of there that day. That day, from
Right.
what I didn't research anything, so I don't want anybody out there listening to think that I have like found out for sure. But I did hear that he was like in the tent on the lawn, watching it on TV, like he was watching the football game. Like, yeah,
What?
do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, y'all comment if y'all heard that too, or if y'all know for sure he did it.
He should have been impeached when he didn't denounce racism.
How can you? He's
I don't
like a
believe in racism.
78-year-old white man.
All you had to say was, racism, I don't believe in that.
This is the same dude that sent them boys to prison. Well, he helped get them convicted in public eye. Them Central Park 5 or Central Park 6. How many was it?
I think it was 5.
5, Central Park 5? Yeah, and that was a crazy movie.
I never seen it.
Man, that was hard to watch. It's this one cat, like, he was like the main character. And, man, the boy got raped in prison. All he did was go down there to talk to the police with his homeboy. He wasn't even in the park that night. He just went with his homeboy.
And one bad decision, fuck your whole life up.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a bad decision. If he just walked down there and talked to the police, he didn't have to walk down there.
No. He just didn't want him to go by himself. So he went with him. He was being a friend. 14, 15, 16-year-old. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, that's
They shouldn't have even took a statement from these kids without their parents.
Right. And that's the justice system that we live in today.
Yeah.
You know?
And
Today,
people need to understand that, like, if your lawyer ain't present, you shouldn't talk. If your parents ain't present and you under 18, you shouldn't say anything. All of that should be thrown out.
Right.
Like, that's evidence for, like, a mistrial or something.
There's like one video on YouTube. It's like a dude, he got brought in. I guess they caught him. And the officer was sitting down here. Was like, so are you going to talk to me about any, like, tell me what happened with such and such? He was like, lawyer. I thought that was some of the smartest stuff I ever seen in my life. Because, usually you see on First 48, they're bringing that Popeyes, niggas start singing.
Yeah.
So, like, now it's just like, why not? Why not just be quiet?
Yeah, 5.
Like, yeah, for real.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Plead the 5th.
Right.
You have the right to remain silent. That's one of the first things they say in what's it called?
Miranda rights.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get arrested, they let you know that straight up. You ain't got to say nothing, and anything you do say will be used against you in the court of law. So with that being said, we know stuff. And I don't think anything's hidden.
No, it's all in books.
All in books, and it's all in the law, and it's often said. Just like that.
You could look anything up on YouTube now.
And we just get like deer in headlights when we got to do something. I don't advise nobody to be on the side of a dark road at night beefing with cops by yourself.
Nah. But you getting a deer in the headlights when they started telling you, like, yo, you about to look at all this time, you about to look at, doing this or whatever like that.
Cops don't give you time, though.
Right.
They just arrest you.
Right.
But we started believing the cops. Like, they started threatening you, like, you going to do this amount of time? Dude, you can't tell me what kind of time I'm going to do. This ain't court. You're not a judge. You're not going to sentence me.
Hey, but most black people don't know that. Like you said, deer in the headlights when it comes to stuff like that. Like, you get scared when it comes to interacting with police officers just because of what's going on in the news.
Yeah.
Every police officer, you can't look at him like, yo, he's not like that. He's not like that. Until they act, you have to be like, yo, I got to be wary of you. Just like in the streets. You can't be like, yo, that's my buddy.
I can't even tell you last time I watched the news. I don't watch the news at all. You know what I watch for news? I like to watch news that's relevant to the things I care about.
Right.
Like, I watch a lot of, like, the OWN network. I watch Ayana. I do. And I watch they got that show Ready for Love. I watch that because those are the things I care about. Like, the black man and black woman together is the greatest revolutionary act, period.
Right.
If you can get married, if you can jump that broom, and y'all can sustain a marriage for the rest of y'all lives, and raise some children and bring them up right, put some God in their life, put some good morals in their life, good characteristics in it. That right there alone, you building a village, doing that. So I care about watching stuff like that, not the Busted Challenge and you know what I mean, 6 o'clock news. Today's
women don't want to be in that type of relationship. Some, I'm not saying all, some.
A lot of them don't seem like it. You look at Instagram and social media, it's like you got 40-year-old women doing the Busted Challenge.
They're just trying to be out there, trying to be seen like everybody else.
And yeah,
just trying to be seen like everybody else.
And if you 40-something years old and you got a daughter that's 20-something and she falling behind you,
she probably put her on the Busted Challenge.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure some mother and daughter challenges out there.
Oh yeah.
Doing against each other.
I watch.
You know the crazy thing, like after I got saved and I was invited the first week I got saved, that first Saturday, I was invited to a birthday party and there was strippers. So I was at work trying to get my ones together and I'm like, yo, I'm finna go have fun. I'm finna have fun. And I, got to the party. It was a long time before the strippers came. You know how black people do. Mm-hmm. The strippers came. The party started at 8. The strippers ain't coming. Yeah, 11, about 11, 12 o'clock. I'm like, geez, we've been sitting here doing nothing. Everybody was just sitting there. But anyway, the strippers came, so I turned into a perv. The first one to bust it wide open, I went over there and stood over her with my ones, getting ready to drop them. And I dropped some. And then I started thinking, like, I wonder what made her like this.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's where I went. That's where I went.
I thought you were going to say you were dropping some ones and Jesus caught your hand.
No.
And grabbed the ones.
I mean, that in a way, that's what Jesus was doing. You know what I mean? He was like, yo, like, and at that point, it wasn't like I can minister to her or anything like that. Because I had already
she throwing it back on you.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
She didn't want to hear that. She was half high and naked. She didn't want to hear nothing that I had to say about that. So, I just gave all my ones to the birthday girl. And I left. And my homeboy was with me. He's like, you leaving? Like, what? You leaving? And I was like, yeah, we leaving. I said, we. And he's like, why I gotta leave? You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, hey, man, I invited you over here with me. I wouldn't feel right leaving you in this room full of people you don't know. But he was...
Yeah, he was like, leave me.
Yeah, leave me.
Let me...
I went outside and waited on him for like 20 minutes. Yeah, he was still in there trying to get his ones off. But I started changing that night. You know what I mean? I started changing and I started looking at women differently because when I was standing there dropping ones on this lady, and I started thinking about like what was broken in her that made her like that. And I started thinking about my daughters. And you know, the greatest... Chris Rock was right. The worst thing that can ever happen to a father is get a phone call and somebody tell you, yo, your daughter at the Flame.
Yeah.
Dude, the dude that called you gonna get killed. The person that hired her gonna get killed.
Because you know the nigga that called, he threw some ones before he really realized like, what was going on.
He probably kept throwing them. So, you probably kept telling, hey, how your daddy doing? You know what I mean?
I'm going to be over there for Sunday dinner.
Yeah, nah. That's a no-go right there. But yeah, I'm starting to I love beautiful women too. But I don't think to be beautiful you need to expose all of you. You know what I mean?
But it's at this point, it's not up to you because the ladies are moving like the dudes now.
And the dudes moving like the ladies.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Dudes are getting too emotional. Ladies are losing their emotions. So.
It's hard to have a conversation with a man these days. You can say you're going to do something, then they don't do it. That's one of the hardest things for me is like talking to a man, looking him dead in his eye, and then we agree on something. And then comes the day for the agreement to happen. Mm-hmm. And then they're a no-show. Or it ain't even a phone call. At the very minimum, I was always taught, if I can't do something, be man enough to tell you I can't.
Right.
But these guys, they ghosting the other dudes like they ghosting women. I've been ghosted so many times by dudes. Not like that.
Okay.
Yeah. What they say, pause?
Yeah, clear it up.
Pause. Yeah, not like that. But if your word is your bond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like what the last episode was about, so I won't go all the way into it. But that's so important for men to, like, keep your word. You know what I mean? That's where your honor and respect is. Your name and your word.
Right.
Any agreement you make, carry it out. If you can't, be man enough to say, hey, man, I'm running 2 hours late. You know what I mean? Or I can't do it today. How about this day? You know what I mean? How about later?
Right.
You know, say that.
I don't know if that's going to clear up all the women issues, but, you know, it'll fix a little bit.
You know, being that this show is predominantly about men, I can't really get into it. I got some stuff to say about girls, but I ain't going to say it. And there ain't no woman here to, like, go back and forth with, so right. I don't really want to do it like that.
Don't mess yourself up.
Yeah, that's one way to get this show popular, though. Yeah, if I start going in on women like dude on YouTube, the dude that's sitting in the dark room at a desk, what's up with that dude, man?
You know what? I don't know. Like, you know, sometimes you just got to take some of the stuff he's saying, but not all of it.
What's his name? It's like Kevin something.
I don't know.
I know his name.
Oh, he got like a suit on or something like that? He be going in on women?
He be killing them. I agree with a lot of what he says, but, you know, tact. His tact is like leaving a little bit to be desired, man. Like he going in hard, but they asked for it. You know, I ain't got a problem. It's entertaining. At the least, it's entertaining. But I hope that the people that are listening aren't taking it too hard.
I don't know. You shouldn't take it to heart.
He also a little suspect.
He just entertained to me.
He also a little suspect. I seen some other pictures of dude. Like, he's a very... Well, yeah, I ain't going to say that. I don't know. I don't know him, but I wish I knew his name. You got your phone? Like, what's that dude's name, man? I don't know his name, but he did the whole... What's the one he said about the girl? She asked him why she can't get a man. Yeah.
And he was going crazy on her.
Yeah. He said, look at your face.
I'm not saying her looks whatever like that. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
He was right about it.
But
she wasn't that good.
She was looking for somebody that's 6 figures, this, da 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 da. And it's like, yo, if you're not coming to the table with that, why would you demand that? You only could demand something from somebody that you have yourself.
I don't even understand why people need that, though.
What, 6
First of all, no, you have a requirement like that.
They want to be taken care of. They don't. Today,
that says something about
today,
that, right?
Men are paying for relationships.
Explain that.
Like who asks for like expensive, like, you know, expensive purses or something like that? Supposed to be like a birthday thing or anniversary thing or
special occasions.
Special occasions. Yeah. Like who asks for that off back? So like to be in a relationship with me, I gotta get like a Birkin bag or, you know, Chanel bag or like, fam, you work at Foot Locker, chill.
I don't even understand why you got requirements getting to know somebody and why are you in a committed relationship that ain't marriage. I don't understand that. Like, if we getting to know each other with hopes to see that we can tie the knot one day in the future, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, but in the future sometime.
Gee, these are fast food relationships.
I don't want to be nobody's boyfriend, though. I've never wanted. Who wants to be a boyfriend and girlfriend situation is like going to a restaurant that only sells chicken and saying, hey, before I eat that chicken, y'all got some burgers? That was a messed up analogy.
Why you just didn't say Chick-fil-A?
No, well, I mean, it's a bunch of chicken. They ain't paying me to say their name.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like a chicken spot, and you want a burger, but you said you want a chicken.
Your options open.
Yeah, and everybody drunk on those too.
Well, options.
Everybody getting drunk on options. Yeah. It's hard for me to settle down sometimes because when I start thinking about this girl and that girl and that girl,
and they start piling up.
Yeah, next thing you know, you in the beginning stages of a relationship with 6 people.
Man, how many times I done told somebody my favorite color today?
Yeah,
like.
And you have one argument with one of them or one disagreement, you carry that same energy into another, but y'all just met. So you already acting all emotional and volatile with somebody, and y'all just met. And you can tell when you talking to a chick sometimes, and you just getting to know her, and she looking for an argument already, and like they ain't got nothing. Why you bringing it here?
She hurt.
Or she just got out of a heated discussion with somebody else, and she brought that conversation to you. Right. He ain't acting right, so let me call him. Let me call G and see what he doing today.
I ain't acting right either. I'm about to hang up.
Right. So now, anytime anybody call you, it's like you ain't got much to say. It's crazy.
Like now, like I want to say, like probably like in 2009, it was probably like, yeah, you get you one girl and everything be cool. You were trying to get married, but now it's just like we have so much of an abundance of women or situations or whatever that you're not really looking to settle down as much because she got an abundance of niggas and you doing your thing, so you just like, yo, like let's continue just doing our thing. Ain't no hard feelings.
But that get old, then you turn around and you 40,
right?
And you 50. And you still out here trying to figure it out.
And you the uncle at the barbecue with the visor. With the switch on. Getting all the plates. Like, you know, I understand. But it's just like, yo, you got to find somebody that's willing to settle with you. You know, it's not easy now.
And it's such a bad connotation. It's a bad... There's so many bad thoughts attached to settling down. Like the definitions for settling down, like to settle simply means that, all right, I like what I got, and I'm cool with it.
People think you getting trapped.
How you getting trapped with something you chose? You chase this dude around, you chase this woman around all this time.
That's when that mind state of abundance come into play. It's like, yeah, I got him now. It's like, now I'm still on the hunt. I still want to find something new. I want to find something that fit me. Situation that fit me. Person or whatever. I'm trying to find something that fit my life. I'm not necessarily worried about the next person.
Well, relationships are what you make them.
Right.
You ain't never gonna. Everybody got this relationship goal dream. You know what I mean? I want to be like Michelle and Barack, and I want to be like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't meet at the level they at now. They built each other up there.
Right.
Barack and Michelle built each other up to that. Barack didn't have a job when he met Michelle. And Michelle was making little to no money at the job that she had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't like none of them were like uber successful or nothing like that.
Yeah, but like I said, people are buying into relationships now. So it's like, if you ain't got nothing for me,
what do you mean buying into it? Oh, you mean buying into them?
Yeah, like if you ain't got nothing for me, then I don't really need you. Like if I'm gonna be broke, I'd rather be broke by myself.
I hear him. He didn't say that though.
And that be, I hear that from women like all the time. Like
I hear dudes saying that now. Like, dude, she got a job. She got a good job. I'm about to.
That don't be having nothing to do with me. I don't care about that.
But it's crazy, But dudes say stuff like that now.
But those be the dudes that be dependent on women.
I can't do it.
And that's when you find a young boss dude that comes swoop your girl up and it be over. Now she got two niggas that got good jobs, and she got a good job, and now she just got an abundance of shit going on.
Yeah.
Now they don't care about relationships. You know?
It's only good until somebody go broke.
Right.
And finances aren't stable. Any relationship built on like finances, if that was the initial attraction that got y'all involved, and that's why you stay, because y'all secure, so you think financially.
Yeah.
When it's like the stock market with money and jobs. You go up, you go down. You go up, you go down. Mm-hmm. You're gonna lose some stuff. You're gonna lose a job. You're gonna lose some money. You're gonna make some bad financial decisions, and it's gonna be like.
But that's only when somebody's like one person's making all the money.
No, when both people can be making all the money and things change, the cost of living go up every year. And things happen, like, look at the coronavirus.
Oh, yeah.
All these six-figure people out here, black people. And then you look at the nation's wealth gap last year, reported during the quarantine. And the wealth gap was like white people 120, 130, 140,000 average. And they talking about the middle-class white folks. And then when they got the black people and all the other ethnicities, before I get to the black people, they were all above 80,000 average net worth. Mm-hmm. Black people, 15,000. We got all these six-figure people out here. We in a year and a half, black people spent $2 trillion. Remember in 2017 where everybody was talking about we spent $1 trillion a year in consumers, black Americans consumers, and then 2 years later,
we bumped it up one. And that's what I'm saying. We need our own party.
Nah, we need to get some damn sense.
Yeah, good leader.
How you? But politics ain't the solve. Ain't gonna resolve nothing like that.
No. What I mean is like a good leader. Like, hey, we all like. Think if we all came together like they do with taxes. We take a little out of our check. Or our 401k, we take a little out of our check. We don't even see that come out of our check after a while. We get so used to that $4 or $5 getting taken out. If we all come together and put $4 or $5 in, being taken out, we can meet our goal.
That's like them susus, though.
Susus.
Them susus, like everybody put their money in, and each person take a time getting
No.
a pot.
No. It's not a person getting a pot. It's like we are building on something. We're going to buy something that helps us grow.
Yeah.
It's not,
There's different types of susus.
Yeah,
you can get a business that everybody get a piece of.
Okay, like
or
that.
you can get pots, and everybody take a turn to do the pots. But that's kind of like that. But even doing that, we can do something like that. But then again, you don't have the type of to get a leader. You need leaders,
right?
So where you get leaders from? I'm gonna go ahead and tie this back into what I initially said. You need fathers and mothers to be in the same household together, working at the same goal, raising these kids, teaching them things of how valuable it is to recycle your money in this neighborhood.
And I definitely agree with that. But that's the only way I feel like we're going to ever get our reparations.
Why you said but, though?
What you mean?
What do you mean, but?
But
I'm just trying to start an argument.
yeah, I hear it in your voice.
Trying to get the ratings up.
Right. Nah, but I feel like that's the only way we're gonna get our reparations if we come together and buy it ourselves. As far as like 40 acres in our mule, like if we come.
That's not reparations though.
Well, a form of our own. Well, I'm saying as far as like that's the only way we're gonna get it if we buy it.
Right.
You know, they're not gonna give us that.
No.
So we have to go and take what we want.
But you need a foundation.
Right.
So what's the foundation of that?
Good leaders.
How you get those leaders?
Good parents. Teamwork.
But everybody's skipping that, you know, because relationships are trash. We don't even... before mama and daddy can get together, we need to learn how to be friends. Your homeboy ain't your homeboy no more. Your girlfriend ain't your girlfriend no more. You know what I mean? Your cousin ain't your cousin no more. Your brother ain't your brother. Your sister ain't your sister.
You kind of put people in a box.
I'm not putting people in the box. I'm just talking about what I see.
I'm talking about as far as like life. Like, you know, you keep your girl, like everybody, you don't tell your girl everything.
I ain't talking about your girlfriend. I'm talking about your girlfriend. Like two girls being girls.
Oh.
Your homegirl ain't your homegirl.
Ah.
Your homeboy ain't your homeboy.
Right.
I ain't talking about those. I ain't talking about romantic relationships. I'm just saying like basic friendship. So ain't even the same.
Yeah, because girls don't have homegirls, like you said.
They do, but they two-faced. They stabbing each other in the back over money and dudes. Just like dudes stabbing each other in the back over money, clout, and chicks.
They gonna come regardless, man.
Yeah.
Chicks gonna come regardless.
I mean, you bury your head in what you're supposed to be buried in, like work, your career, college, God. You put your focus where it's supposed to be, all the other stuff gonna come.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, when you don't have daddy and when you don't have mama, you start learning things like I was 35 when it really started sticking. You know what I mean? The lessons I was supposed to get 15, 20 years ago, I got late.
It's sticking now for me.
Yeah.
Like, I had a single mom, you know, for a while. I had a stepdad. At that point, I was my own man, so I was doing my own thing. And I felt like nobody could tell me nothing, so
yeah,
I just did whatever I wanted to do.
But you didn't know nothing, just like I didn't. I didn't know shit. I thought I knew everything. I thought I can articulate words and be smooth about everything. And
you was T.I.
Nah, I ain't know that many words. That dude knows some words. Gee.
I feel like he walk around with an encyclopedia in his back pocket.
A thesaurus or something. That dude got some words. But I don't, you know, I wish, you know, there's a million solutions out there that would work. We can apply all of them if we cared. You know what I mean? If we cared enough, we can use all of them. Kind of like the old quote that they saying now that Harriet Tubman never said, I freed 1,000 slaves and I would have freed more had they known they were slaves. It's kind of like all this information out here. You got documentaries like Hidden Colors out there. You got the Bible in plain text telling us stuff. You got schools of knowledge. You got our old people, like, I don't forget the African word, the people that hold stories and tell you, like the OGs and the mama bears and stuff like that, telling you stuff, telling you how to get things done, and mostly because of the mistakes they saw.
Right.
And we still don't listen.
I feel like you gotta touch the fire. No matter how many times somebody gonna tell you it's gonna burn, you just gonna have to touch it.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We got to.
The fire look too pretty till you put your hand in it.
Like the grass is greener.
Yeah.
Until you hop over that damn fence and find out it was wet. It's poop all in the grass.
AstroTurf.
Yeah, it ain't even real. It's about as real as them lashes. Not yours. They can't see you. I see them.
Appreciate it.
You got things like that, man. It's so many different ways to do it. But so did you hear R. Kelly's new song?
From jail?
I don't know when he made this damn song, man.
I have not heard it.
It's tight. It kind of sounds like, if you remember his song When a Man Loves a Woman, it had that old doo-wop feel to it.
Oh. I don't know if I can go back just yet, man.
If R. Kelly could do a versus, who can get on the versus with R. Kelly?
It's not a lot of niggas out here really messing with Kells, but...
Like, honestly, I know what all his accusations are, and I know some people going to listen to this part and be like, yeah, I'm going to skip this, man. They don't know that's wrong. They're like, yeah, whatever. R. Kelly is the greatest R&B singer of all time.
Listen, I knew something was up when he put that mask on with the bandana and braids at the same time with a suit.
He just looked like an old dude that was trying to be cool.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like.
Trying to get them young hoes.
Because honestly, when they got him all caught up in this, his career was pretty much over. I know he can still do concerts.
Traveling, yeah.
And do his old shows and stuff like the OJs and Frankie Beverly. Dude, why in the hell Frankie Beverly still traveling, though? You don't know who Frankie Beverly and Maze is?
Yeah, I do.
Dude, they've been singing the same 10 songs for 30, 40 years.
And everybody got a barbecue they want to...
I bring this up every so often, dude, because I'm like tripping. Because he's supposed to be doing a show here like soon, like this summer. I think they booked somewhere.
I don't know how they make you hitting that note.
I don't think he sings lead no more. I think he's there. He sings a little bit.
Oh, and somebody step in?
Yeah. You know, they got some younger people singing, but it's the same 10 songs. They riding off one album for 40 years, dude. And it still say Frankie Beverly featuring Maze. Dude, you in the group.
Hey.
You ain't been with nobody else. You ain't released no solo project.
You might have to cut bro out at any time.
Why don't they just say Maze?
Nah.
Why?
Maze. Because you might have to cut bro off.
He trying to pull the, what's dude on Temptations? The David Ruffin.
Look,
these are the Temptations.
Sometimes you gotta let niggas know, like, hey, one monkey don't stop this show. You could be up out of here.
No, he in the group.
It's 1,000 young niggas that could do the Maze part.
I don't know about that. I don't know if they could have, and they could have replaced him, but why? He's in the group. Why are y'all still treating it like this 1955 and you need like somebody to be a front runner? Yeah, I like New Edition. I didn't need Bobby Brown, and these are the New Editions.
I guess because like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
They should have just said Maze, man. I'm gonna do some research next show.
They probably making
I'm
like
gonna come back.
Probably making like $5 million a year. They ain't worried about that little Maze and shit. Like, yo, keep that.
I'm pretty sure at this point, at 40 years, they don't care.
Yeah,
they can't care. But I'm gonna do some research and see why. On the next show, you gonna come back and do a show?
Yeah, I am.
I'm gonna come back with some research.
They gonna have uncut R&B
and see why he's still Frankie Beverly and they Maze. Like, dude, come on, because you don't wear the same outfit with them.
Hey.
Is he the only one that's singing? Yeah, he the only one that's singing. Maze is like the band.
Yeah.
And Frankie Beverly is. No, I'm asking. That was also the first album I ever bought in my life.
For real.
Yeah, I bought it at like a school carnival.
You telling your age?
Yeah. I don't know how new that album was. It was old when I got it. It was like $5. You know, typically back then when I was growing up, albums were like 10, 12.
And you bumped every last one of them 10 songs.
I gave it to my mama. I gave it to my mama because I thought she would like it, and I know she played the hell out of that. I used to get on there. I think I messed it up.
How old was you when you gave it to her?
I was in elementary school.
Oh, you messed up.
I was trying, when she went out, I'd be in there on that stereo she said don't touch, in there trying to scratch.
Ooh, my grandma had one of those.
I was in there trying to scratch, boy.
She had a Prince album, and I took it, put it on there, let the little thing drop, and then I listened to it, Purple Rain going, I was like, scratch. My grandma came there, smacked me across my face, like, what are you doing?
I had that Frankie, I had that Prince Purple Rain album. I had that on tape. I got that in high school. I had Prince Purple Rain, and I had the Gap Band Greatest Hits. This is in high school in the 90s.
Right, when you had your Jerry Curl pop?
In the 90s?
Yeah.
Jerry Curl was out. Like Easy and Ice Cube was the only dudes out there with him.
And Jerry. I mean,
and me. No, I ain't never. I tried to get one, but I ended up, when I tried to get one, I had a fade, and I was trying to get that soft fade with the curls. You know, I was dark skinned. I was gonna let the little Jerry curl.
Right.
Juice that thing up, but it straightened my hair up. My hair for like 2 weeks was like sticking straight up. Kind of like them chicken heads in the projects.
Wow.
Hair just sticking up.
Ready to fight.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He said ready to fight.
Yeah. In junior high, I had the S curl.
That's what I was trying to do to my fade.
But it was like a genuine So Anxious S curl with a little cut on the side.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
For real?
I felt like I was that nigga.
You got pictures?
Nah.
So we'll put that on the page right there.
No, sir.
No, I tried a lot of different styles back then until I found my own. I was just weird. I just walk around. They started interviewing me in middle school. They'll sit me in, they'll have a circle, and they'll put the hot seat in there. And every week I was in the hot seat, they were asking me questions like, why you wearing your shirts inside out? You know what I'm saying? Where you come up with them words? Why you don't comb your hair?
Like, baby girl, I could wear it twice. That's what that means.
Nah, that's initially, that's why I did it.
Yeah, I know.
We was poor. And I was like, I'm going to wear the shirt inside out one day, and then by Friday, I can flip it over and wear that shirt.
You ain't even going to know.
Yeah, but they knew. Because I think I had like a Jacksonville Jaguars shirt.
You want to put it with printed tees?
Yeah. You can see it. If you iron that thing, you can see the imprint on the other side, too.
Right. Like, is this man wearing the same dog shirt from the other day? Like, look, man.
Yeah.
Tough times at the crib.
I was wild. And then I started seeing other people do it. Dudes stopped combing their hair. And I was like, yo.
And now it's the style now.
Yeah.
I call it homeless chic.
So there you have it. I'm the one that started it.
Right.
I was the originator.
He started the hobo movement.
What they call it, trife. Yeah, I was definitely looking trifling.
Oh, man.
You got, so, dating. How do you date now?
I take it one step at a time, for real. I go on a dates, try to figure the person out, who you are in the beginning. Try to dig in between the lies and stuff like that, you know.
That sounds like a lot of work.
It does, but you're supposed to do that in the beginning stages so you could know who you're messing with.
You don't think it's better just to relax and just get to know somebody?
Right, yeah, but people are liars.
Yeah.
So I got.
So are you.
Right. So as I'm sifting through your bullshit, sift through mine.
Yeah. That seems like a lot of work. Like if you ain't ready, like what's your ultimate goal when you date?
To get married.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I ain't just dating out here just to be politicking and being somebody's face.
Well, you could have said you was out here just to get the draws.
I could.
Yeah.
Aim for the stars. Land on the draws.
Whoa. Land on the draws.
Yeah, you know, you aiming to get married, but, you know, that's not in her plans, then you got to just, you know, go for what you know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's rough out here when it comes to, like, dating. And I'm still single, too, but I'm hoping to, like, that was one of the things I talked to myself about on New Year's Day. Like, it's time for you to hang that jersey up, bro. I'm in the mirror for real telling myself, it's time to get off these streets. So not streets, but streets.
So you Jaheim right now.
Yeah, what?
He hung his jersey up.
Did he?
Yeah, he gave his jersey to his girl.
He did? In real life? Am I missing?
On the music video. Come on.
Oh, I'm missing the whole joke.
Yeah, man, you messed it up, man. Flag.
Well, it's been real talking to you. We covered a lot of stuff today. We talked about a lot of stuff today.
Right.
If you guys want to get in on the conversation, I think, again, every episode I want to thank each and every one of y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Once again, R.I.P. to Has, my co-host that passed away. Shout out to his family. You know, they still they still dealing with things and trying to get his funeral together. I will have an update on the memorial that we're going to put together out here so everybody that's local can come out and celebrate his life. I want to thank you, DJ, for showing up today.
Appreciate it.
Hey, anytime you want to come through, and you got a podcast too. What's your name? What's the name of your podcast?
High Talk.
High Talk?
Yeah.
Are y'all high when y'all talk?
Yeah.
Y'all are?
No lies here, brother.
Okay. Where you can get that at? Where you can listen at?
You can listen at on Spotify, Apple Music, all the DSPs. You can go to our Twitter. We have a Twitter as well.
It's called High Talk.
High Talk. Yeah.
High Talk at Twitter. I'll try to put that in the description of this video of this show, of
Appreciate
this episode. But once again, y'all, these are my 2 cents. These are our 2 cents. Spend it or save it. I appreciate y'all. It's been another episode of Cut Different on all streaming platforms: Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Google Play. It's all of them. It's about 20 or 30 of them out there that we own. So like, share, comment. Let us know what y'all think. We're going to keep this thing going for as long as y'all are listening. Thank you again. We out of here. Should I say peace out? Audi 3000?
I was going to say peace out.
Peace out?
Yeah, you can say Audi 3000. Do it. Go for it.
Well, you messed up my mojo.
My bad. Peace out.
Hey, appreciate y'all. You know, we cut up a little bit at the end of the episode.